What is up, everybody? It's Waiko. I have another bass house banger. I know you guys are curious, so let's get into it. Simple project, as always. Let's figure out how I did this. Okay, so 2 Nexus leads and 4 samples. Screech, another screech, elephant lead, and this one shot. This one shot here went through an EQ just to cut the low end, basically, because it had like low end here. It was doing a different key from the high end. So it was like I had to cut it, otherwise you would hear something dissonant. And then it goes through the bus where the rest of the leads are. This bus has EQ, Camel Crusher, EQ, EQ, Soothe. So right here on Nexus, we have the reverb activated. And it's really, really big because we're also running it through Camel Crusher. So we're compressing the reverb so it's louder, basically. So we already have reverb coming through, but only one lead has reverb. The rest is completely dry. And that's how I got the reverb going. I'm going to explain a little bit of the theory behind the layering. Okay, so you can understand the key from this, right? But it's not very present. So these samples were mainly, I was focusing on this to use it as the attack. But what gives like the body and the tonality is these 2 leads. But these leads don't have that strong personality. They just have tonality and body. So when we merge these 2, we have character and attack and tonality and body. This is what I tried to do with leads. It's like I tried to basically add leads that are going to add different characteristics to each other that make sense together. You can achieve this. You can achieve the sensibility of like what lead makes sense with another lead, but it's only through practice. There's no secret into layering. It's just like learning what makes sense with what. So yeah, that's basically it for the first lead. Now going to the second lead. This is just a sample from this loop. I found this a while back from Splice, so I'm just using the first pluck here, and I redid the melody, but with a little bit more repetition, because it's a pluck. We need more keys to fill it up, and I'll show you the mixer. The mixer is EQ, delay, reverb 2. I tested Endless Mile, but ended up not using it. Then Camel Crusher, and then Kickstart. Sounds like this. Rest of the drums, just stabs here. And then also I have the white noise doing the same rhythm as a lead. Fill it up, and then the rest of the drums. Oh, and for the sub, this one is also really interesting. This was sent by a friend of mine. Yeah, he sent me this bass with this processing, and it just sounds huge. If I would hear this preset with this processing, I would never say it would achieve this sound. Camel Crusher, OTT, EQ, more EQ, Maximus, more EQ, and Kickstart. And that's it for the processing. I love this idea, actually, really cool. In the Patreon pack, I wanted to show you this. I exported everything into a direct wave sound, so it's basically a high quality export of every single note. It's same as if I would convert this this lead onto Nexus, basically. And here on the sample pack that I'm still preparing for non-FL Studio users, you also get the lead exported in every single note. You can drag these samples into a multi-sample sampler. You're going to be able to play it like as if you were playing it in Nexus. So yeah, you're going to be able to have this lead as well if you guys subscribe to the Patreon. So that's basically it. FLP, leads, the drums, everything is going to be available on my Patreon. Thanks to everybody that keeps supporting me. It means a lot. Hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye gone, bye off.